First, you're going to want to open your Adobe Illustrator. It's the orange one with the AI on it. And then you are going to open up to this workspace. And if you don't see this workspace, go up to Window and down to Workspace. And on the right hand side, there are a list of different types of workspaces for any type of design that you're doing. And for this one, we're going to stick with Essentials because it's the most simple and there are the least amount of tools showing. So then you're going to want to go to File, New, and you will type in the name of the document, just whatever you want. I'm going to name mine West End Girl Logo. And the number of artboards, you're probably just going to want one for now to start. And then size is whatever you really want. There's a list that you can go with. I stick with letter usually, but you can also type in a custom size. And you can go vertical or horizontal. And then the inches, you could do different increments of measurement. If usually for web design, which we're doing, you can do pixels, but I like to do inches because it's easiest for me. The bleed you don't need, that's only for printed documents. On the color mode, there are two different color modes. RGB is for anything that will be shown on a screen, so web design of any kind. And then there is CMYK, which is for anything that you're printing. So we're going to need the RGB. Screen, 72 ppi, pixels per inch, that's what that stands for. Anything, as I said, web or shown on a screen will be that resolution. Then click OK. So here's your artboard, this white paper. And the first tool you're going to need to know is the arrow tool. It's the most used tool and you'll be going back and forth constantly. A keyboard shortcut is V, and so that makes it really easy. You can just push that in between when you're messing around with different tools. So we're going to start out with the type tool, and if you'll notice, as you hover, it'll pop up on the side of what the actual tool is. So if you're confused, because there are a ton of tools, you can just hover and it should pop up. So we're going to click the T and put it on the board and start typing our logo out. So West End Girl. I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to go up to this little bar, and it will, if I click on this right little arrow, it'll pull down all the fonts that I have on my computer. And I'm actually doing another tutorial of a bunch of free fonts that you can do coming up, so you can get some good fonts that way. I'm going to go down to Bombshell. It's a commonly liked font. I'm going to highlight that. I want to make it bigger, so I'm going to go to 72. That's a bit too big. I'll just type it in here. We'll do 30. 50. Seems like a better size. And I'll just drag this into the middle. So now I decide that I want to change my color. I don't want it to just be black. So I'm going to go up to this little box on the left hand side and click the down arrow, and there are a bunch of already chosen colors in there that are automatic. And I'm just going to click on this pink one. So I decided that I don't really like that shade of pink. So over here I see the pink square, and I can double click it and I can just move my little circle around till I find the right shade. And then click OK. And now I have the color and the size that I want. Now I want to save it out. go to File, Save for Web and Devices. And then this screen will pull up. And over here you can see different formats that you can save out. A GIF is a web format. It's usually a smaller sized image. A JPEG can be for print or web. So if you're not sure, that's a good one to use. And then a PNG is also used for web. And with a PNG you can do the transparency. See how that little box is checked? And that just makes sure so that you could layer this logo on top of anything else. If you have a pattern on your blog, the pattern will show through with your logo floating on top. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to click on image size. And right here you can see that the width is 792 by 612. And with Adobe Illustrator, because it's vector based, which means it's not pixel based when you design it, you can make it as big or as small as you want. So if that's too small for you, you can type in a larger size and it won't pixelate it. So I'm going to click Type Optimized because I have type on there. If there were art, I would click that. But I do Type Optimized to make it really clear, and then click Apply so it shows you the size of what you just changed it to. And then you can click Save. And then it will bring up the name of the file and the file type, which is PNG that we saved it out as, and you can just save it wherever you'd like. And that is the end of this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, write them below, and suggestions on different videos I would love to do for you. And also don't forget to follow me on social media. Thanks.